Hello, welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. Today I'm going to do a rope drop strategy video. This is a strategy that's worked for me in the past. Hopefully it works again today. I think it's timeless and I think it works all the time. So let's give it a shot and go ride some rides. Alright, so first things first, you want to get here bright and early. Security opens at 7 and the parking lots open at 7. I got here about 7:15 and I was about the 20th car today, so that's pretty good. As long as you can get here by about 7:30, that's going to give you time to line up for rope drop in the park. 7:30 is about the latest you want to push it though. Definitely plan to be here as early as possible. You can always just walk around Main Street and then get a spot right up front on the ropes, and that'll give you a huge advantage over other people. It is just a couple minutes before rope drop now, and it is getting very busy. I got a place pretty close to the front, and I'm going to head for Space Mountain first. That line gets very long later in the day, so let's knock that one out. And we're going to try to do some other big attractions like Matterhorn, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and maybe Star Tours. We'll see. Maybe some Fantasyland rides. I haven't decided exactly yet.
In just a moment, we invite you to get your ears on and begin your adventure as you explore Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom.
I never used to look for the show. I got like goosebumps and everything.
All right, let's hope we can get on within 5 or 10 minutes and it's not too long of a wait. I was near the front of the crowd, so we should be good to go. Space Mountain, let's do it. Some things will be 5-minute wait and other things will be closed, like Matterhorn, as you can see here, didn't open with the park today. Looks like Small World didn't open either. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway did open. Sometimes that doesn't always open on time because of technical difficulties. So just make sure you're looking what's actually open. You don't want to waste your time going to a ride that's not open, and you're going to miss out on valuable time that you could be riding a ride that is open. And the wait time for Space Mountain will rapidly increase. The park did just open 6 minutes ago at 8 o'clock, and it's already at a 15-minute wait. So hopefully we're in the front of that and it'll be more like a 10-minute wait for us. And then I can head to another ride right after. Alright, so we waited about 15 minutes for that. Space Mountain is already at a 45-minute wait, and the park opened only 20 minutes ago. It's 8:20 right now. Matterhorn did open finally, so I think I'm going to try that or Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. They're both listed at 5 minutes, so this is kind of a gamble. I might go to the furthest point and just do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because I think that'll get a longer line sooner. And since I'm a single rider, I could always do Matterhorn on single riders. So let's go to Mickey and Minnie's first. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing Rise of the Resistance first thing in the morning. I mean, if you're set on that and you really want to do it, go for it. But make sure you're at the front of the crowd, because I've done that before for rope drop, and the line was still 45 minutes long because I was kind of at the back of the pack. And if you're not at the front of the herd, that one gets a long line really, really quickly. So make sure you're at the front of the herd for that one. Also, it's very prone to not opening with the park. It breaks down a lot. It often has technical difficulties, so that one may not even open with the park. A lot of mornings it doesn't. So that's always a gamble. Indiana Jones also gets a very long line, so if you're going to do that one, make sure to speed walk to it. Otherwise, you're going to waste your whole morning waiting in a 1-hour line. But yeah, those ones are very busy, but I like to do it on this side of the park because there's more rides condensed into one area. So you can definitely do a lot more rides if you start on this side of the park. All right, it's still listed at a 5-minute wait. Let's do it. And the queue is empty. This is nice. It's going to be just a walk-on.
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. We're very trouble.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train?
There's a hidden Mickey, technically. It spells Mickey up in the wood grain on the beam up there. Have you ever noticed that? Pretty cool.
What the fuck? It's a
I'm gonna skip Roger Rabbit, but if you like this ride, definitely do it in the morning. It's a 5-minute wait right now. It's a walk-on, but it gets a very long wait as the day goes on because it's a very low capacity ride. It doesn't hold very many riders per hour. It's not that it's super popular, it just doesn't hold very many riders per hour. Much like Peter Pan, the line gets up to an hour and it's just not really worth that wait in my opinion. But yeah, if you like this, do it first thing in the morning. They even have characters out this morning. Clarabelle is meeting in Toontown, so you can catch some characters in the morning without having to wait in line. Great way for your kids to take pictures with them or get their autographs. All right, so there was absolutely no wait for that. The pre-show wasn't even full. I got my own row to myself, so that was a good option to do that first thing in the morning before it gets to an hour wait. Matterhorn is still only at 10 minutes. We're gonna go on Matterhorn since that's still 10 minutes, and we'll do that next. Matterhorn actually went from 10 minutes up to 35 minutes just now in an instant, so I might skip that one. Small World is still 5 minutes, so that's a good one to do. Mickey and Minnie's is still 5 minutes, so I should have done Matterhorn first. So learn from my mistakes. Do Matterhorn first, then do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because that one should stay a little shorter. As you can see, Mickey and Minnie's is still 5 minutes here. Matterhorn is 35. Space Mountain dropped down 10 minutes. Now that's at 35. Let's look what else we can do. You can ride everything in Fantasyland. That's about a walk-on. Let's see. Ooh, Storybook Canal is 10 minutes. I love that one. But most other rides are 5 or 10 minutes. Besides Peter Pan, you can do pretty much everything in Fantasyland in the morning. Big Thunder Mountain is a 10-minute wait, so I'm gonna walk through Fantasyland to Big Thunder because that's less than a 5-minute walk. So I think I should be able to get there when the line's not too long. And this just proves my point. It is 8:45 right now, and Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is not open yet today. It is still temporarily closed. It never opened with the park today. They must be having technical difficulties, which is a very frequent occurrence, so just be aware of that. It jumped from 20 to 50 while I stood here, so we're gonna bail this line.
We'll take this from here.
Okay, we're gonna try doing Pirates instead. That was crazy that Big Thunder went from 10 minutes to 20 to 50 minutes within a span of like 3 minutes. So they're having trouble predicting the wait times today, I suppose.
Weigh anchor now, you swabbies. What may I offer for these hearty heads? Everyone an egglet.
So in a strange turn of events, look, Big Thunder is only a 5-minute wait. It went from 50 minutes to 5 minutes. I think sometimes they inflate the wait times just to discourage people from standing in line. The walkway over there was getting very congested because they didn't have enough of the queue zigzagged and opened yet. So I think it discourages people from standing in line. Rise of the Resistance is only 15 minutes because it just opened. I think by the time I head over there, it'll probably be a 45-minute wait. So I'm just gonna go to Big Thunder because it's 5 minutes. All right, we made it and it's still 5 minutes. That's awesome. Sometimes you need to adjust your strategy as the day goes on or as the morning goes on. So just always check the app. That's the biggest tip. Constantly be checking the app. I know it's a pain to be on your phone all morning, but constantly check that and it'll help adjust your plans accordingly. So I asked a cast member and they said the ride did close down. That's why it became such a quick wait all of a sudden. So that's one of the best case scenarios. You can only hope for a ride to break down and then reopen. I mean, it's a bummer for everybody that stood in line while it broke down, but that's awesome for me. Now I get to go down the ride in a 5-minute wait, so. All right, Big Thunder was a walk-on, no wait at all for that one, so that's awesome. So we knocked out 4 big attractions so far. That's a really good rope drop so far. I think the only thing I would have changed, I would have done Matterhorn before Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That way we could have knocked out 5 big rides. Usually you have about until 10 o'clock until the park gets really busy. So if you rope drop, you get about 2 hours of low wait times, but on busy times, it can get busy at about 9 a.m. Today looks like it's gonna be a very busy day. So rides are getting a little long about 9 a.m. this morning. Normally you can get about an extra hour. It just depends on the day. So we're gonna do Jungle Cruise. That's at a 10-minute wait. Let's try that out and see if it's actually 10 minutes. Okay, it says 15 minutes now, but we're still gonna try it out. 15 minutes is fine to wait. They're playing that song Moonglow. I love that song. They play it in New Orleans Square too. I like this rendition of it though. It sounds like it's played on an old-timey radio.
Over on the opposite side.
is where you're going to find an ancient Cambodian shrine. You'll see those lovely crocs, that tiger hiding in that dig site. I know those ducks may look cute and cuddly, but they actually like to spit acid out their eyes. Yeah, the jungle do crazy things to you. Ooh, and careful of ginger.
All right, Jungle Cruise was a 10-minute wait, so that was great. The skipper, Madeline, was very, very funny. One of the best skippers I've had recently. She was hilarious. She had good timing and good comedic understanding. You know, it takes comedic timing, and you have to really get the jokes. She was very good at it. We're gonna go over to Star Tours. Star Tours says it's a 15-minute wait, so let's see if it's actually 15 minutes, and we'll try that out.
What is it now? Don't get technical with me, what pressure? Not you, pressure. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Every star speeder is equipped with the most reliable pilots,
Greetings, the flight deck.
advanced astromechs, and the latest IC360 camera droids.
Star Tours was a 12-minute wait. I love that ride, one of my favorites. And I wanted to try the character breakfast at Plaza Inn. I've never done it before. I don't know if walk-ups are going to be available. There are no reservations available. So let's walk up and just see if we can get a spot for breakfast. It's a buffet with character dining at the Plaza Inn. So let's go try that. All right, so that was super easy. I was able to walk up and just do a walk-up reservation, and they're able to get me a table, no problem. You start with taking a picture with Minnie, and then you go in and you get your food. It's a buffet, so let's go check out what they have to eat. All right, so it is all you can eat. They have mini waffles, they have eggs, bacon, sausage. They have all your traditional stuff, sausage and gravy, and they have a made-to-order omelet station. So let's go check it all out. If you want something simple, you can just get breakfast cereals here. They have Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, and Frosted Flakes, and they have hot syrup available. That's always a nice touch. There are some danishes and other baked goods, little mini muffins, and little mini tiny croissants. They have yogurt with a lot of fruit toppings, so if you want to put strawberries, blueberries, or peaches on your waffles, you can. And there's yogurt and granola as well. And here they have chicken, biscuits, sausage, and gravy. That all looks very good. So there's oatmeal, there's a banana Foster's topping for your waffles. You can get mini waffles, and you can get French toast as well. Here they have eggs and breakfast potatoes / home fries. They have scrambled eggs and a country scrambled egg too, so that'll have like peppers and stuff mixed in it. And here they have an action station, so this is made to order omelets. I'm definitely gonna get an omelet because I love omelets, especially when they're fresh made like that. It's one of my favorite things. And drinks are included, so you can get juice, you can get soda, and coffee as well. There's also cinnamon rolls over here and assorted fruit. You can get pineapple and melon. Ooh, and there's Jell-O. Yum. Jell-O with a little whipped cream on top. All right, so far this is off to a really great start. The characters come around and they spend a lot of time with you. They don't rush you, and you can even see characters twice if you sit here long enough. If you take a long time to eat your breakfast, you might see them lap around one more time. So far I have seen Dale, and I've seen the mouse from Cinderella. I think her name's Perla. Can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to Google it. Winnie the Pooh and friends are here too, and there's also Chip, and you can see Daisy. I already met Minnie in the beginning, so that was fun. So let's give the food a try. So this was $45 after the Magic Key discount, which really is a good deal for a buffet breakfast with character meet and greets. It'll save you from trying to wait in lines later to meet the characters in Toontown, and sometimes you don't always see the characters just roaming around. So if your kids are really set on meeting some characters, this is definitely a good option. I know it can be pricey for families, but for an individual adult, this is really fun and a really good option. The food looks pretty good. It looks like your standard buffet food that you'd find at a breakfast place. I want to try the mini waffle first because I already put syrup on that. So I got a mini waffle and I got French toast, and they both smell really good. I've had Mickey waffles in the past, so I'm sure the mini waffle is the same thing, just a little different iteration of that. That is really very good. I love the waffles. If you've never had a Mickey waffle, make sure you try them sometime. They are so good. And you get all you can eat here, so you can have multiple mini waffles if you want them. Let's try the French toast. The French toast is surprisingly well seasoned. It's very heavy on the nutmeg. There's a little bit of cinnamon, but there's a lot of nutmeg flavor in there. I really like that. You don't always find nutmeg in things. It's kind of unique. That's very good. I got this little cinnamon bun, so I got a couple of pastries. I got a Danish. It's probably either a blueberry Danish or a blackberry. I think it's blueberry Danish. And I got a little cinnamon bun, and I got a blueberry muffin. I believe it's a little blueberry muffin. I can't quite tell until I bite into it if it's blueberries inside. But yeah, let's give this a try. That is really good. It's like a croissant roll with cinnamon inside of it, and it's not dry. It's very moist and very nice, actually. Try the blueberry muffin. I would skip the muffin. It's pretty dry and pretty flavorless, to be honest, so that one I wouldn't really bother getting. There's also chocolate muffins, but they're probably kind of dry too. Try the Danish. The Danish and the cinnamon roll, I would get both of those again. They're very moist, a lot of fruit filling in there. Sometimes they skimp on the filling. That is really good. I like both those a lot. Okay, I already put salt and pepper on my eggs because obviously eggs always need that. Let's just try the regular scramble. These look like your standard mass-produced scrambled eggs, so nothing special, but let's try them. Those are okay. They're just like your powdered eggs. I personally like powdered eggs, so for me that's not a problem. But I think you might be disappointed paying these prices and not getting real eggs. They're just like your mass-produced powdered eggs that you find at a hotel. They remind me of the eggs at Embassy Suites that they have for their breakfast. But there's also a country scramble. It's got bacon and cheese in it, so let's try that. That is much better. It's sausage, bacon, egg, and cheese all together scrambled up. That is much more flavorful. But the regular eggs I would kind of skip unless you like the powdered eggs. Just be warned that. I love the sausages at Disneyland. I'm sure these are the same sausages at Red Rose Tavern. Yeah, they definitely are. So those are very good. I like those a lot. I love biscuits and gravy, so I had to try the biscuits and gravy. The biscuit looks a little dry. Let's see if the gravy saves it. Biscuit is a little bit dry. It's not too bad. The gravy does save it. The gravy's nothing spectacular, but it's definitely good. If you like biscuits and gravy, you're definitely going to enjoy those. They're not the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had, but it's not always about the food quality here. It's definitely about meeting the characters. I think that's the big selling point here. Last but not least, let's just try the potatoes out and see how that is. They just need a little salt and pepper and maybe some ketchup, and they'll be fantastic. I like the peppers and the onions in them, and they're well-cooked potatoes. They're good. They're tasty. They're not my favorite, but I would definitely get them again. I do wish they had hash browns here. I think I would prefer hash browns over home fries, but home fries are good, so I'm glad they have it. This is a really good breakfast. I'm going to continue meeting characters and just sit here. I can see Dale coming back around already. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this. I'm going to go get some juice and coffee because I didn't get any juice and coffee yet. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, and I'll let you know my final thoughts after the breakfast is over. Yeah, so breakfast was really good at Plaza Inn. I'd highly recommend that if you like characters. If you're going just for the food, the price is probably not justified. The food quality was not quite up to par. It was good, but it wasn't great. No complaints for me food-wise. It was great to be able to see the characters, and they spend a long time with you, so that was really, really nice. I like that the characters come around and give you a hug. They'll do autographs for you. They'll take pictures with you and your kids. It was really nice. They didn't rush the experience. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I did that because I never got to do that before. It was really, really awesome, though. I'm really glad I got to finally do that. Another thing you might consider is doing a lot of Fantasyland rides. All the Fantasyland rides are still at a very low wait time, so if you want to knock out a lot of rides, I went for quality over quantity. I went for bigger rides versus small rides with low waits, but I did 6 rides today, which is totally awesome. The wait times do not really reflect exactly what the wait is at all times because the way that Disney does it is they hand you cards in the queue. So when you get in the line and then you wait 20 minutes and the card is scanned by the other cast member, then it knows it's a 20-minute wait. But after you waited for those 20 minutes, it might be at a 30 or a 40-minute wait by that point. So sometimes they're not quite anticipatory enough. It doesn't really anticipate that the crowds are going to grow and grow. It kind of just assumes the crowd's going to be the same. So just know the wait times could be a little off. Look at the lines and judge it based off what you see and how many people you see in line. That's a better system sometimes than what the wait time says. Just use your own reasoning skills and kind of just judge it based off how many people are on the outside of the queue. All right, so I think that was very successful today. We rode 6 major attractions by rope dropping. So if you get here early, it definitely is advantageous. You can ride a lot more rides that way without having Genie Plus or the Multi-Pass as it's known now. And just bear with the wait times in the mornings. These are not flawlessly anticipatory systems that they use to predict wait times. They can fluctuate a lot. They can fluctuate from 20 minutes to 50 minutes, as you guys saw. So just know that it can be longer. You also have to look at the queue yourself and kind of judge. The more you come, the more you get a better eye for that. So when I walk up and I see a line that says it's 15 minutes, but it's obviously more like 45 minutes, I'll just pass on that one. But yeah, we did a lot of rides so far, and I had time for breakfast. I got 6 rides done in the first 2 hours, and now it's my virtual queue for Haunted Mansion, so I'm gonna go ride that, but I already showed you guys that ride, so thank you to each and every one of you for joining me today. I appreciate you guys, and until next time, take care.